So first, let's refresh what we learned last time. We learned about the tiger mouse, and we learned the illegal point. 就是我们学了虎口和这个进入点，是吧？现在我们看看大家记不记得？首先，虎口是什么？现在是 who is Jolin？ 多多 ，OK。So that's the very basic shape for the tiger mouse. 这就是我们最基本的这个虎口的形状。为什么叫虎口呢？因为它像一个老虎的嘴巴，对吧？如果这个时候我们把一个白纸放进去的话，放到这个老虎的嘴巴里面，它就会被吃掉。So if we put a stone in the tiger mouth, it will be captured, it will be killed. So never do that, right? Because you will sacrifice one stone. Unless you already have one stone close to the tiger mouth, like this. Once you have this stone as the backup, now you can play in the tiger mouth safely. Because you have two stones, you still have 3 liberties, right? That's the only case you can go into the tiger mouth. So I'll give you another example. I think you all remember how many tiger mouse we have here? 2. We have one tiger mouse here, another tiger mouse there. So can black play in the tiger mouse? No, because it will be killed. It will be captured. Same thing here, right? It will be captured. However, if we already have one black stone here, like this, now we can safely play in the tiger mouse. No problem, because you have a group. You have your friends here. You are not alone, right? So now you can safely place in the tiger mouth. That's different. 好，这就是我们说的这个虎口的情况。Maybe you see that I talk in both English and Chinese because we are in Canada, right? We have to know all the terms also in English to communicate with other players and to join the competitions here. Okay, very good. Another very important thing I talked about was the forbidden point or illegal point, right? 进入点我再复习一下。So what is an illegal point? Very simple shape is like this. Now, this is the illegal point for white because white cannot play in here. The computer doesn't even allow me to do that. But if in the real game, like you play with your opponent face to face, right? There's no computer to make the decision for you. Then you have to be clear. If your opponent plays a white stone here, you have to physically remove it because automatically it has been captured, right? 所以如果是面对面，我们在棋盘上下棋的时候，如果你的对手把一颗子下在这个进入点的时候，你就不要客气，就把它拿掉，因为它已经被吃掉了，是吧？这个很重要。为什么呢？因为如果你不把这个白子这里我们假设这里有一颗白子，如果你不把它拿掉的话，那么也可能走着走着又会走到这个白子，这个白子，这个白子，记住这里还有一颗白子，那么你的对手就会把你的这颗子给吃掉，是不是？因为你没有及时的把这颗白棋拿掉，那么它反过来会把你的黑棋吃掉。So instead, you capture his stone, he will capture your stone. That's why very important, if you kill a stone, you have to take it out from the board. That's very important. Okay, that's the two important things we learned last time, the tiger mouse and the forbidden point. So I ask you something. Let's look at this shape. So is this an illegal point right now? Can black play here? Anyone? Anyone can tell me? Do you think this is an illegal point if black plays here? 这是不是一个进入点？下在这里，这个时候，如果黑棋下这里，是的吗？The answer is no. 这个不是一个进入点。为什么呢？因为如果黑棋下在这里的话，黑棋是还有一口气的，对吧？黑棋还有一口气，所以黑棋是可以下在这里的。这个不是一个进入点啊。It's not an illegal point. However, even though it's not an illegal point, but do you think that's a good move or it's a bad move? 这是一步好棋吗？对于黑棋来说，是不是呢？对了，Carry， 我看到 Carry 这摇头了，这个非常正确啊。虽然你可以下在这里，但是这是一步很坏的棋，是吧？你下在这里，首先白棋就可以把你吃掉，而且更糟糕的是什么呢？他还不来吃你，是吧？他完全的不理睬你 ，so he just ignore you and he will play somewhere else. So basically, you can see you already wasted one move here. But white has played at a very valuable place. 白棋的这个子是很有价值的，是吧？所以的话，不要在别人的空里面下棋啊。虽然你可以下，但是这不是一步好棋。好，那么我再问大家了，如果是黑棋，在这里有几个子，已经有这样的子了。或者这么说吧，这个地方本来是有3颗白子的，那现在黑棋下在这里，把它提掉了，是吧？ So black has captured the 3 white stones. Of course, all these points are not illegal points for black. Black can play here. I just told you that if white plays here, it's a bad move. 如果白棋下在这里面的话，是一步坏棋，因为它会被吃掉，是吧？没有什么用。那么如果黑棋下在这里的话，这步棋有没有什么用呢？ Is it a good move for black? 大家想一想，黑棋如果下在自己的这个空里面，是不是一步好棋呢？
不是好棋。
对了 ，Carrie 说的很对 ，So Carrie is very excellent. It's also a bad move. Do not play a move in your own territory. Why is that? That's what I'm going to talk about next. Okay, so from the very beginning, the English name for this game is called Go, right? We call it a Go game. However, in Chinese, it's called 围棋，对吧？围是什么意思呢？就是包围的意思 ，surrounding. So actually in English, we also call it a surrounding game. That means we have a board here. Our ultimate goal of this game is to surround a territory or area. For example, we have some black stones here. We surrounded an area here, right? we call the surrounded intersection, we call it a point or our score. So how many scores we have here or how many points? Very simple, we count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 points here. That's our award or our score. For example, if white has surrounded another area here, then this area becomes his territory. 如果白棋围住了这一块空的话，这就是白棋的空，是吧？ How many points are in this territory? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. So white has 20 points here. Of course, the board is so big, so maybe black can surround another territory here, and white surround another territory here. So in the end, what we do is we count all the territories. Okay, let's count. How many white territory here? That's 12 again. 12. How many here? Oh, that's a north. So we have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So black has 20 points here. In total, if we add 20 plus 12, maybe, I don't know if the math has already exceeded your level, but the total for black is 32. And the total points for white is also 32. Whoa, that's a tie, right? 正好相同，是吧？黑棋围了32个空，而白棋也围了32个空。So it's a tie. Looks like it's a tie. Okay, but let's think about it carefully. Remember, on the first lesson, I told you for the Go game, it's always black to go first, white to go second, then they play in turn, 对吧？也就是说，我们下围棋的时候，总是黑棋先下，白棋后下，然后呢，每人走一步，是吧？这么一直走下去，走到最后。So, if I ask you, which color do you like? Do you like black or do you like white? Almost everyone will tell you they like the black, right? Because black goes first. Since black goes, 你喜欢白棋，为什么？
有时候我喜欢黑，有时候喜欢。
OK， 有人喜欢黑，有人喜欢白，that's normal. But you have to remember, black goes first. So black has the advantage to take more territories. 黑棋先走，所以黑棋呢就更有可能围得更多的空，就更可能会赢，是吧？黑棋更可能会赢。那么怎么办呢？怎么才能做到fair game， 是吧？怎么才能让白棋和黑棋同样的都可能能赢呢？所以我们有个特别的规则，就叫做天目啊。We have a special rule in the Go game. It's called komi. Komi. That's a K. Okay. Komi. What does it mean? Is that after the game is completed, black has to give back some points to white. Our game is using the American rules, the AGA rules. So the Comey equals to 7.5 points. That means after the game is completed, black has to give 7.5 points to white. Then they compare. So for example, this game, black and white, they both have 32 points. But if we consider the Comey, who has win the game? Who wins the game? 白棋. There, it's white wins the game because he got the Comey of 7.5 points. So there's a good thing actually when we use the KGS to play the game is after the game is completed or finished, the KGS will count all the territory for you. So you don't have to count yourself, right? And also KGS will automatically apply the Comey. Again, you don't have to calculate, do your math to see how many points you have to give to white and then who wins the game. KGS does it all. Okay, so let me clear all the joins. In KGS, when you set up a game, we can see who has joined. Oh, Fei Fei, okay. Excellent, everyone is here. So we can see there's a Comey, right? 7.5. That's what I talked about. It's for black to give it back to white. One thing I want to remind you is currently we use the small board, which is the 9x9 board. So when you set up the game, you have to change the board size to 9. I noticed some of you didn't do this. So you played on a very large board. Well, eventually we will play on the large board, but right now it's still too early for you because the board is so huge. You have no idea where to play, right? And it takes too much time to play one game. Okay.
Teacher?
Yeah, sure.
I just arrived.
Yeah, okay, I see you, Fei Fei. So today, basically, we refreshed what we learned last time, which is the tiger mouse and the illegal points. And I also talk about how to, like, what's the goal, the ultimate goal of this game, and how to count the points and to know who wins the game. Anyway, so I'll continue. OK， 所以刚才我就说到了啊，一盘棋下完以后，我们要怎么样才能知道谁赢了，对吧？那么这里又有一个很重要的问题了，我们怎么才能知道一盘棋已经下完了呢？是吧？因为上次我看到你们很多人，其实这盘棋啊早就下完了，但是呢还在继续下，好像因为这个没问题。因为老师从来就没有讲过，是吧？一盘棋下到什么样子就算是下完了呢 ？How do we know that a game is finished? So that's why I want to talk about with you. As I just said, black and white, they both want to surround the territories. Okay, now we can see both black and white, they both surrounded two areas or two territories. However, there are still a lot of points or empty points in the middle of the game, right? Well, you can continue to play For example, I just give you an example. Okay. Now, if we play the game like this, let's look at the game. First of all the territories has been confirmed, right? 就是说黑棋围的这个地盘和白棋围的地盘，我们都已经确定了。哇，我们还可以很清楚的可以看到，这个地方这一块是白棋的地盘，对吧？这一块这是白棋的地，这一块是黑棋的地，对吧？啊，这个已经很清楚了。同时还有一点就是什么呢？就是这个黑棋和白棋交界的这个边界上面都已经全部填满了，没任何空的地方了，是吧？ So on the boundary or the border of the black territory and the white territory, it's all being filled. There's no empty points anymore. Then this game, we say it's completed. It's ended. So, but we can see even after the game is finished, we can still continue to play either in our own territory or in our opponent's territory, 对吧？就说虽然老师刚才说这盘棋已经下完了，但实际上白棋还是黑棋都可以继续下，是吧？白棋可以在这里面下，黑棋可以在这里面下，白棋也可以在自己的空里面下，黑棋也可以在自己的空里面下。但是这些子还有没有意义呢？ Does this moves has any value? No. They don't have any value because they don't change the territory. And they don't change the boundary, the border. So all these moves has no value. You don't need to play anymore. What about if it's like this? Okay, now is this game finished? 啊，大家看一下这盘棋有没有下完，还是没有下完？哪个同学告诉老师这盘棋下完了吗？
没有，
没有。对了，为什么呢？因为
那块还有点被。
对了，因为这里还有是吧？这个边界这个地方还有3个空的地方是吧？这地方没下完，所以白棋还可以下这里，黑棋下这里，白下这里。现在这盘棋就下完了啊。好，我们来看一下，比如说你们下过的棋，比如说这盘棋，好，黑棋白棋都在下，下到什么时候就下完了呢？现在肯定没有下完，对吧？还没有下完，所以可以继续下。OK， 还可以下OK 这个实际上是什么呢？这个时候如果比如说我们可以看到，现在白棋开始在自己的空里面下棋，是吧？ So white is filling up his own territory, which is not the right thing to do. What white needs to do is to connect here to save this stone, and black can connect here. And now this game is completed, is finished. Let's look at another game. This is Chen Kai and Beta. Very good. Now we can see this game is finished, right? Black has one group, has all these territories, and white has 2 groups, this small group and this big group. And who wins the game? If we want to count, we have to count the points here. So you can see white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 points. Black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points. But this is not exactly right because they both capture some stones. We have to add the stones back. So in this case, we just let the computer to count. I can do this. Option, or actually tool, count territory. So now it tells me white has 6 points territory plus 10 stones that white captured 所以白棋呢是围了这6个空，然后再加上吃掉了黑棋的10个子，然后再加上7.5目 then add the 7.5 komi. The total is 23.5. Black has 10 empty points. That's the territory. Plus 14 stones that he captured. The total is 24. So black should win by half a point. Well, we see the result is black wins by 1.5 points. That is because in the game, black actually has one more place to go, is to connect. So once black connects here, he will win by half a point. Well, this is a very good game, actually, a very close game. Black only wins by half a point, which is the smallest difference that you can win. Okay, excellent. So that's all I want to talk about today. So what did I say today? We reviewed the tiger mouse and we reviewed the forbidden point or, well, illegal point. And I talked about surrounding the areas and how do we know the game is finished? How do we count the territory? And I talked about the komi, 7.5 komi. Luckily, you have the KGS to do all the counting work and the komi work for you. So once you finish the game, make sure you have filled out all the boundary. 当你们下完一盘棋的时候，一定要注意把所有的这些边界上面的子都填满了。还有就像这样的子，这个黑棋是不是正在被叫吃啊？是吧？这个黑棋正在被叫吃，所以黑棋实际上是应该把这个子连起来。So black should connect this stone to save it. Now this game is really ended. Okay, very good. So there's a lot of things I just talked with you. Now let's have a 5 minutes break. OK, 我们现在休息5分钟，然后大家再回来，好吧？See you in 5 minutes.